First of all, we write sender's address. Sender's address has been given here 105 Gas Godown, Jaipur. In starting of the question, generally we can see the sender's address. So 105 Gas Godown, Jaipur. This is sender's address, and we know it very well that in sender's address is always written in the starting of a letter, whether it is formal letter or informal letter. After sender's address, we write date. So these are the two things which are written in the starting of a letter, and both these things are known as heading of the letter. So we can say heading of a letter is written in the starting, and it is always written in left side of the letter, although we can write it in right side, but this is a common thing which is written or which is considered accurate. After sender's address and date, we leave one line blank and we write the receiver's address. In receiver's address, first of all, we mention the post of the person who is going to receive the letter. And who is going to receive this letter here? The district collector. So the collector, we can write district collector, and the person is living in Jaipur. That's why the collector also is from Jaipur. Means a person or citizen can complain only to a district collector of his own district related to a permanent problem. So the collector Jaipur, this is the receiver's address, and just below the receiver's address we write subject, and subject is irregular electricity supply in our town. Subject can be written in one line or in two lines if the subject matter is bigger. After subject, we leave one line blank and we write salutation. Salutation, here we have to use sir, because in the question we have known about it that the person is a male, and for male we use sir. If there was, suppose there were her, in that condition we have to use madam. So if the person is male, in that condition we write sir, and if the person is female, in that condition we write madam. If the person is vague, means the gender of person is vague or unclear, in that condition we write both these terms. First we write sir, after that we put an oblique and we write madam. Body. The irregular supply of electricity has become a major problem in these days for the residents of our town. So this is the problem. The residents of our town have complained about it to the officers concerned, but they have not taken any action yet. Here, concerned means related. If this term is written after a post or after a noun, it means this term is related to this one, and it means related officer. Okay, but if we write concerned before a noun, at that time the meaning of concerned becomes worried. इन हिंदी, अगर हम कंसर्न्ड वर्ड को किसी भी नाउन के बाद में रखते हैं तो इसका जो मीनिंग होता है वो होता है संबंधित. यहाँ पे ऑफिसर्स कंसर्न का मीनिंग हो गया है संबंधित अधिकारी। वहीं अगर हम कंसर्न्ड वर्ड को ऑफिसर्स के पहले लिख देते हैं, मीन्स नाउन के पहले लिख देते हैं, तो वहाँ पे इसका मीनिंग हो जाता है चिंतित। और अगर हमने इसको पहले लिख दिया है, ऐसे लिखा होता है इसको कंसर्न्ड ऑफिसर्स, तो उस पूरी टर्म का मीनिंग होता चिंतित अधिकारीगण। तो इस चीज़ का ध्यान रखना, जब भी हम संबंधित व्यक्ति के बारे में बात कर रहे होते हैं, तब कंसर्न्ड जो वर्ड होता है वो नाउन के बाद में लिखा जाता है। यू आर रिक्वेस्टेड टू टेक द stringent action immediately. In first thing, a problem has been mentioned. After that, the measurements which can be applied but are not applied has been mentioned. And in the end of the letter, the person is requesting to the officer. In the end of the letter, we write thanking you, that is as courteous leave taking. And we can also use here I shall be obliged to you. After thanking you means after courteous leave taking, we leave one line blank. We write subscription. Subscription according to this letter is yours faithfully, and in the end name of the writer or sender. See here, sometimes we write here yours obediently, sometimes we write here faithfully. So what is the difference between faithfully and obediently? It must be very clear in our mind. Obediently word is used only for the teachers or officers to whom we know personally also, and they also know to us. Like if we are writing a letter to our teachers, principals or headmasters, in that condition headmasters, teachers or principals may be known to us. They may know us by our names, by our appearance. So in this connection we can say that we are known to each other, and when a person is known to each other, in that condition word obediently is used in subscription. In this way we can say that we use yours obediently terms only in the condition when we are writing the letter to teachers in a school, whereas yours faithfully is written when we are writing a letter to officer who does not know us. अगर हम ऐसे व्यक्ति को लेटर लिख रहे हैं जो हमें पर्सनली नहीं जानते हैं, मीन्स हमारे लिए वो उनके लिए हम स्ट्रेंजर है, उस कंडीशन में हम फेथफुली वर्ड यूज़ करते हैं। और जब हम ओबीडियंटली यूज़ करते हैं तो इसका मतलब ये हो जाता है कि वो व्यक्ति जिसको हम राइट कर रहे होते हैं वो हमें पर्सनली भी जानते हैं। तो ये डिफरेंस है इसमें। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, सपोज यू आर नलिनी, राइट ए लेटर टू द मैनेजर ऑफ पंजाब नेशनल बैंक आस्किंग फॉर द प्रोसेस ऑफ ओपनिंग ए सेविंग बैंक अकाउंट। जो लास्ट वाला जो क्वेश्चन था जिसको हमने अभी अभी मेंशन किया है वो रिलेटेड था कंप्लेन से, और ये जो लेटर है वो रिलेटेड है इंक्वायरी से। सो ये दोनों की दोनों जो कैटेगरीज है वो डिफरेंट है। दिस इज रिलेटेड टू लेटर फॉर इंक्वायरी एंड लास्ट वन वाज रिलेटेड टू लेटर फॉर कंप्लेन। In the question, the name of sender is mentioned, but the address of the person has not been written. In this condition, if the sender's address is not given to us in the examination, we have to write examination hall, and downside we have to put the name of city. So examination hall seeker, and E of examination is capitalized and H of hall is capitalized. Means first letters are capitalized in the sender's address. The name of city is written downside the examination hall. After sender's address, we write date, and date is written of that particular day on which we are writing the letter. After date, we leave one line blank and we put receiver's address, and receiver is the manager of Punjab National Bank, because we are writing letter to the manager of Punjab National Bank, so that person is receiver. So the manager, the and manager, these are two words, okay, and these words denote the post of the person who is going to get this letter. And remember students, first letters of each word used in sender's address or receiver's address is capitalized. After post, we write the address of the receiver, and the address of receiver, official address of receiver is Punjab National Bank, Sikar. After receiver's address, we write subject, and subject is to open a saving bank account. In this letter, the gender of manager has not been mentioned, means in this letter there is not use of his or her or she or he. It means the gender is unclear. If the gender is unclear in the question, in that condition we put sir oblique madam, and S of sir must be capitalized and M of madam must be capitalized. After that we put a comma, and body is, with due respect, I want to draw your kind attention that I'm a government employee. I want to open a saving bank account in your bank. Please provide me all the necessary information and forms so that I can open my bank account as soon as possible. Thanking you. This is courteous leave taking. After courteous leave taking, we leave one line blank and we put subscription and signature. Subscription yours faithfully, Nalini, that is signature. Here we are using yours faithfully because the receiver, the manager, is not known to Nalini. Next example, suppose you are Ram Singh living at 6 Jagatpura, Sikar. Write a letter to the manager of Jain Book Company, Jaipur, to send you books and other stationery articles. This letter is related to supply of some articles. Here today in this volume we are discussing three letters. First was related to complaint, Second was related to inquiry, and third is related to supply of some articles. First of all, we write sender's address, and sender's address is 6 Jagatpura, Sikar. The name of city is always written downside. After that, we write date. Date is May 5, 2020. Means if I am writing a letter on May 5, 2020, in that condition we have to mention only that date. After date, we leave one line blank and we put receiver's address. And who is going to get this address letter? The person who is going to get this letter is the manager of Jain Book Company, Jaipur. So the manager, that is the post. After post, we put the name of organization, and name of organization is Jain Book Company. Downside of organization or firm, we put the name of city. After receiver's address, we put subject, and subject is for sending books and other stationery articles. The word stationery must not be mixed with the word stationary. Although these words are same, in a word we use a instead of e, and the meaning of that stationary is still, means स्थिर. Like sun is stationary, सूरज जो है वो क्या है, स्थिर है. तो यहाँ पे स्टेशनरी जो है जिसमें हम ए यूज़ कर रहे होते हैं, वहाँ पे इसका मीनिंग थोड़ा अलग हो जाता है. और अगर ई यूज़ कर रहे हैं हम एन के बाद में, तो इसका मीनिंग होता है द थिंग्स विच आर रिलेटेड टू स्टडी और रीडिंग और राइटिंग. वो चीज़ें जो पढ़ाई से लिखाई से संबंधित है, उनको हम स्टेशनरी आर्टिकल्स बोलते हैं. पाठ्य पुस्तक से संबंधित जो चीज़ें होती हैं, तो इसका भी ध्यान रखना. After subject, we put salutation, and before salutation we leave 1 or 2 lines blank. The gender of receiver is not determined, cannot be determined in this letter, in this question. So we have to put both the words used for male and female, that is sir, oblique, madam, and comma. The body of the letter is, with due respect, I want to draw your kind attention that I required the course of RBSc 12th class for science stream. This is the requirement. So you are requested to send me all the books of RBSc 12th class science maths. Send me 20 notebooks, drawing box,